The dog asked all passers-by for help, but everyone passed by. A guy in an expensive coat stopped. In the summer, living outside is fun for a dog, at least when compared to other seasons. It gets worse in winter because you have to spend a lot of time looking for shelter from the rain and wind. It becomes very difficult in winter, when real Siberian frosts begin to reign in the city. The dog lived near the store and noticed that along with the weather, the passers-by it saw every day also changed. In the summer, people smile more often and treat them to something tasty, stopping to pet the dog and talk to it. In the fall, only fleeting glances are cast at him, and when frosts arrive, customers quickly run out of the store and leave without even looking at the dog. Nobody likes the cold. Everyone is in a hurry to hide from them in a warm house. The dog had not had a good day since the very morning. He tried to find food in the trash, but the big dog chased him away. The dog ran to its place near the store, only today the customers were in a hurry again and did not pay any attention to the sad eyes of the animal. The dog wagged his tail, tried to look people in the eyes, but nothing worked. No one stopped to give him a treat. The dog was hungry and upset. She realized that she had no reason to wait at the door of the store, so she lay down under the bench, trying to hide from the light rain that suddenly began to fall from the sky. Soon a guy with an expensive coat and a phone pressed to his ear sat down on the bench. The dog noticed his new neighbor and decided to leave. The dog didn't know what the conversation was about on the phone, but he understood that if something went wrong, the man would take his anger out on him. The dog began to quietly crawl out of his hiding place, trying not to catch the eye of the man who continued to talk. At some point, the man noticed the dog, and he saw that the man's facial expression was as if he was about to cry. The dog realized that he had nothing to fear from the guy, so he decided to abandon the escape plan, instead starting to fawn on the man. The guy petted the dog and then went to the car. The dog sat at the bench, not knowing what to do next. Already at the car, the guy turned around and looked carefully at the dog, holding his gaze on the animal's eyes. No more than a minute passed, and the dog was no longer sitting on the cold asphalt, but on a soft seat in a warm car and looking around in surprise. The dog did not dare to move, afraid of spoiling or getting something dirty. The dog did not yet know that he would never be hungry again. He would not have to seek shelter from the cold and beg for attention from random passers-by, receiving blows and screams instead.